1.
Okay, so here we start FallenProtectors. I did remember to start this one at the start. But this wasn't the best attempt for me on this fight. Typically at the start, I mean, it would be good to either do a penance and bubble. Treddy, you might have done that already. Yeah, and then from there, it's really continue with the atonement type rotation. Usually I target he, watching the brew, quick on the dispels. And I did forget to switch talents on this fight. I do go with Divine Star. But, I mean, dealing with the videos and stuff like that I haven't done before, I did screw up a little bit with that. At some point during this, there's a cat distraction that I had as well, and there's somewhere where I actually don't think I did things for a few seconds, which I certainly should have. Really not too much special stuff going on for the bulk of the fight. It's just main filler and quick on the dispels. You also use prayer mending often. It's great to just throw it there, usually on one of the gouge targets. Or bubble if someone's really low. Now, a lot of times when it comes out with the 3, with the Gloom, I do start targeting the Gloom and try and help, whereas I did the wrong talent that choice, I ran out to use it then. Now, what ideally I'd like to do is actually during this part, I will do a Spirit Shell. Typically I try and do it if it's going to line up with the Calamity. Significant chunk of damage with the explosion and the Calamity going out that I feel it helps to avoid. Even a barrier actually at that point probably wouldn't be that bad because it shouldn't be needed until fairly later.
DPS Shaman totem now. Calamity totem now.
Yeah, Divine Star would have been great there for Calamity. And my Halo was slightly too off cooldown. Throw out some power with shields on people that are low, again for mending. Standing near the Chaucer person, probably shouldn't have done that. So Dark Meditation, if I didn't Spirit Shell during the first portion, you can Spirit Shell as an option here, but the raid damage isn't actually that high. It's mostly the damage on the tank and who's ever soaking the mark. So what I typically do is, once I get the mark targeted, I use F to assist the people who are taking it, and either throw up like a powered shield for mending on them, or even a direct heal if they really need it. Divine Star I would have loved to use in that situation. Everyone was fairly low. And sometimes I have issues targeting back to it. So, same idea. When people have it, if they need heals, quickly hit assist and heal the person tagging. Really, nothing special going on. Like I said, this wasn't a great attempt for me. There were things that I would have ideally liked to do better.
Stack nice and tight. Shaman totems.
So in that situation, again, Vine Star would have been great, but I moved out because I had Halo. Had we have gotten another, I think we did actually get another Calamity, in which I did do a bubble. Also, typically when everyone's stacked up for the Gloom type thing, I do prefer to Mass Dispel. Let the healers worry about healing rather than dispelling. It's just quicker and easier during those parts. It's not too bad on the mana. So yeah, during that one I did drop a bubble. I should have called out in Raid that it was going to drop a bubble, but I still think a good chunk of people went into it. Also, I think I have Shawseer and didn't move, but hey, it didn't warn me. I was pretty slow on the dispels there. That was a pretty wasted mass.
Warriors, I'm gonna want to stick on. Good job, thank you. That was clean.
Mark the Jack. Jack.
So, same idea on the mark. Try to get a bit low at some point, otherwise I target the person taking the ad, or the ad itself, and switch between them.
I'm gonna need
Sometimes my assist is a bit late,
help
and
him
I
out.
actually switched to the person that they were targeting next to take, and that doesn't work so well for me, but also when they said help him out there, I mean it threw pain suppression on Wolf. And yeah, that was kind of it for the fight. Not my actually not really it for the fight. I'm dumb. I misread the percentage of health there. Also, yeah, that was me calling for him, I believe. My voice was not recorded when I recorded the video, so whatever I said on Skype isn't there. Typically, usually I'm okay for mana myself, but I check on woods or maybe even dropping to see how low they are to see. This particular time I was a little low. Usually I would have been a fair bit higher than that.
You want anybody up?
Give me ult, please. I believe that's our last US. Got another beware.
Yeah, I'm pretty slow on the dispels there. Kind of wasted mass. Also, here my Shadow Fiend was up, and I did not realize until a fair bit later. I should have used that earlier. So being at that point, near the end, I'll just throw on a mass if I have enough mana. At least saves other people from dispelling.
Beware.
Personal.
More on me. Lot more on this.
Fairly bit of people didn't move to the poisoned. Another mass, and the fight's pretty much over at that point.
Sorry about that. Just saying.
That was it. I forgot to switch the meter. Did that at the end of the fight, and was met with some disappointment.
600.
I said was not a great attempt for me on FallenProtectors.